Black women are unstoppable. Our impact is undeniable. African-American women have made countless contributions to American society. We impact every aspect of this country, from education and business to STEM, the arts, and so much more. Welcome to Being Unbothered, a channel for Black women who are tired of dealing with racism and discrimination and instead are living their lives unapologetically. Did you know Black women are the most educated women in the United States? In 2018, 63% of Black women had an associate's degree or higher, compared to 58% of white women and 52% of Hispanic women. Now, before we break out the confetti and the sparklers, let's unpack the why behind this crown we wear. For generations, Black women have faced mountains of discrimination and hurdles in the pursuit of education. From segregated schools to limited resources, the path wasn't paved with roses. Yet our mothers, grandmothers, and sisters paved the way with their grit and determination, showing us that knowledge is power and education is the key that unlocks doors. But education isn't just about diplomas, it's about agency. We know that with knowledge, we can rewrite our narratives, challenge injustices, and build a better future for ourselves, our families, and our communities. Education empowers us to be change makers, entrepreneurs, doctors, lawyers, artists, and leaders in every field imaginable, as you'll soon learn more about. Black women are the fastest growing group of female entrepreneurs in the United States. In 2020, Black women owned 2.3 million businesses, and that's up from 1.9 million in 2016. Turns out it's powering some serious economic magic. Black women are launching businesses at mind-blowing rates, and these businesses, from micro to macro, are more than just side hustles. They're vital economic engines for the U.S. economy. But it's not just about dollars and cents. These businesses are cultural cornerstones. They're safe spaces where we mentor the next generation, celebrate our heritage, and amplify our voices. They're testaments to our creativity, resourcefulness, and sheer brilliance. So, next time you see a Black-owned sign, know this: you're not just supporting a dream, you're fueling a movement. You're investing in a future where Black women not only thrive, but transform economies. You know where else Black women are making waves? The political arena. Black women are increasingly represented in elected office. And let's raise a glass to history, because 2023 saw a record-breaking moment for Black women in politics. 25 ladies holding it down in the U.S. House of Representatives. That's not just a number, it's a movement, a wave of diverse voices and perspectives crashing into and onto the political landscape. Now, some might say 25 is still not enough, and they'd be right, but let's celebrate this milestone as a springboard, a testament to the relentless fight for representation and equality. These 25 Black women didn't just break barriers, they shattered them, paving the way for a future where our voices are not just heard, but are amplified. Each of these women represents millions of stories, experiences, and perspectives that were previously underrepresented. They're bringing issues of racial justice, healthcare equity, economic opportunity, and so much more to the forefront. They're proving that leadership looks like us, sounds like us, and fights for a future that benefits all of us. Black women are also making significant contributions to the world of STEM, which is short for science, technology, engineering, and math. As a matter of fact, Black women are crushing it in STEM fields, with bachelor's degrees soaring from 12% in 2009 to a whopping 17% in 2019. That's a 5-point jump in a decade, and let me tell you, it's not just a blip on the radar. Now, why this explosion of brilliance? For generations, Black women in STEM faced mountains of bias and barriers. We pushed through, fueled by the legacy of pioneers like Katherine Johnson, the human computer, who plotted Apollo 11's course, and Mae Jemison, the first Black woman in space. And guess what? It's working. Today, we're not just breaking into STEM, we're breaking it wide open. From engineers like Kimberly Bryant, who co-founded Black Girls Code, to astrophysicists like Dr. Amawa Shields. So, if you ever heard someone say STEM isn't for Black women, let that 17% statistic ring in their ears. we're not in in STEM, we're redefining it. We're the past, present, and the future. As we all know, Black women are some of the world's most celebrated and successful artists and entertainers. While Beehive and O fans know their idols shine bright, let's cast a spotlight on some lesser known, yet no less dazzling, Black women blazing new trails in the arts and entertainment universe. In the world of visual arts, Faith Ringgold's quilts burst with bold narratives, challenging preconceptions about race and gender. And wouldn't the art world be a duller place without the boundary-pushing photography of Carrie Mae Weems, or the electrifying abstract expressionism of Alma Thomas? Classical music wouldn't be the same without the soaring soprano of Jessie Norman, or the poignant violin of Regina Carter. And dance. From the powerful grace of Misty Copeland to the captivating contemporary moves of Camille A. Brown, Black women are redefining the art form with every pirouette and plie. These are just a few names in a sea of brilliance. Black women's creativity knows no bounds, gracing canvases, stages, and recording studios with their unique voices and vision. So, next time you're looking for artistic inspiration, go beyond the familiar faces and delve into the rich tapestry of Black female talent. Now, let's celebrate the ink in our veins that's been flowing onto pages for centuries. Black women haven't just penned chapters in American literature, they've rewritten a whole damn book. And with research showing female writers are responsible for over half of all fiction published in the US, you know Black women are at the forefront of this literary revolution. Think Toni Morrison crafting lyrical tales of Black life that earned her the Nobel Prize, Alice Walker weaving magic in the color purple and inspiring generations to embrace their roots, Maya Angelou giving voice to pain and resilience in poems like Still I Rise that echo through hearts and history books alike. These are the titans, the pillars of Black literary brilliance. But the bookshelf doesn't end there. Today, Tayari Jones is twisting historical narratives with novels like Silver Sparrow, while Britt Bennett unpacks family dynamics and identity in The Vanishing Half. And let's not forget Tracy Deonn, weaving fantastical worlds in young adult fiction that empower all kids to see themselves as heroes. Black women aren't just writing, they're shaping the literary landscape itself. Roxane Gay's groundbreaking essays on sexual assault and identity challenged the status quo, while Jacqueline Woodson's award-winning young adult novels bring history and social issues to life for a new generation. Okay, so now let's move on to Black female athletes who have made groundbreaking contributions to sports. Athletes like Serena Williams, Simone Biles, and Brittany Griner have broken barriers, shattered records, and inspired generations of young fans. But it's not just about individual stars. Data shows female viewership on the rise. Studies indicate a rising viewership of women's sports, with Black women playing a key role in driving this growth. These days, there are more opportunities for young women. For example, the WNBA's launch in 1997, along with increased coverage of women's leagues, has led to a significant rise in girls' participation in sports. And we know representation matters, so seeing Black women excel in athletics empowers young girls of color to pursue their own athletic dreams, shattering stereotypes and proving that anything is possible. Executives like Dawn Staley, as the first Black female head coach to win an NCAA national championship in men's basketball, respectively, she's breaking glass ceilings and proving leadership has no gender or color. And let's not forget media personalities like Jemele Hill and Robin Roberts. Their powerful voices are changing the narrative in sports reporting, fostering open and honest conversations about race, gender, and social justice. So, what does this all mean? Black women are not just leaving their mark on the American sports landscape, they're reshaping it entirely. Throughout the history of the United States, Black women have been at the forefront of social justice movements. Let's review the fearless footsteps of Black women who've blazed trails in the fight for justice, from Rosa Parks' quiet strength to Angela Davis's fierce intellect, Shirley Chisholm's audacious spirit to Tarana Burke's empowering empathy. Their impact on American society is undeniable, woven into the very fabric of progress. Here's the factual lowdown. As I mentioned earlier, in 2023, Black women held a record 25 seats in the U.S. House of Representatives and nearly 2,000 state and local elected positions. Their voices are shaping policy and impacting communities. And when it comes to community organizing, from organizations like Black Voters Matter to grassroots movements like Mothers of the Moment, Black women are mobilizing communities, advocating for change, and holding power structures accountable. In regard to social activism, Black Lives Matter, co-founded by Alicia Garza, Patrisse Cullors, and Ayo Tameti, ignited a global conversation about racial injustice, influencing policy changes and amplifying marginalized voices. We also see the impact of tech and how, when properly utilized, it can drive advocacy. Black women are utilizing social media, digital organizing tools, and online fundraising platforms to mobilize support and reach wider audiences. And last but definitely not least, there are new voices rising. Younger generations like Tandiwe Abdullah, founder of March for Our Lives, and Marley Diaz, the creator of 1000 Black Girl Books, they are bringing fresh perspectives and innovative tactics to the movement. But don't forget, it's not just about the names we mentioned. Countless Black women, seen and unseen, maybe you're one of them, are working tirelessly on the ground, in boardrooms, and online, making a difference every single day. Okay, now let's take a look at the law. Black women are making significant strides in the legal profession too. And let's raise a gavel to the incredible rise of Black women in the legal world. From just 4,500 in 1970 to over 15,000 in 2021, these brilliant minds are not just climbing the legal ladder, they're redefining the profession itself. So, who's shaping the legal landscape? Legal pioneers like Polly Murray and Constance Baker Motley paved the way for desegregation and civil rights legislation. Today, attorneys like Sherilyn A. Ifill and Kristen Clark are leading the charge on voting rights and criminal justice reform. We're also bringing much-needed courtroom diversity. Black women lawyers are bringing vital perspectives to jury selection, legal arguments, and judicial decisions, ensuring a more equitable justice system. And we are actively championing underrepresented communities. Whether working on environmental justice, immigration rights, or family law, Black women lawyers are advocating for those who have historically been denied equal access to the law. The future of Black women in law is brimming with potential. They're dismantling barriers, advocating for justice, and redefining what it means to be a lawyer. Another area we are most needed is healthcare, because the data clearly shows that racial bias leads to Black women receiving inferior healthcare and, in so doing, contributes to higher rates of disease and death. So, it's fantastic to see Black women making important contributions to the field of healthcare. In 2020, there were over 50,000 Black female physicians in the United States, up from 12,000 in 1970. That's right, Black women physicians are closing the gap in access to quality care, tackling maternal mortality rates head-on, and bringing light to underserved areas. They're the first responders, the research rock stars, the mental health champions, and the ones whispering, "You got this," in every exam room. And just like medicine itself, their work keeps evolving. Forget dusty old diagnosis. These women are harnessing the power of tech, from telemedicine to precision medicine, to make healthcare accessible and effective for everyone. They're building their own clinics, launching groundbreaking startups, and proving that innovation starts with melanin and a whole lot of hustle. But here's the real magic. These women are inspiring a whole new generation of Black girls to reach for stethoscopes, dream of labs, and chase medical miracles. From trailblazers like Dr. Alexa Irene Kennedy, the first Black woman to be a general neurosurgeon in the United States, to pioneers like Dr. Kizzmekia Corbett, who helped crack the COVID-19 code. They're showing us that anything is possible with a vision in your eyes and a stethoscope in your hand. And the future, it's bright. We're talking mental health champions addressing the trauma our communities face, tech-savvy entrepreneurs building clinics and apps that put our patients first, and researchers using AI and data to create personalized medicine that actually works. Ladies, before we close the curtain on this phenomenal celebration, let's take a collective breath and bask in the glow of all we Black women have achieved. From STEM to storytelling, boardrooms to courtrooms, we have redefined excellence, shattered glass ceilings, and painted the world with the vibrance of our brilliance. This video is a testament to the boundless potential that thrives within each and every one of us. We are healers, leaders, trailblazers, and artists, weaving a tapestry of success that inspires generations to come. So, until we meet again in the next video, go on and write your own epic chapters. Keep dreaming, keep creating, keep pushing boundaries, and never let anyone tell you your voice doesn't deserve to be heard. So subscribe, share, and join the conversation, and know that here on this channel, you'll always find a space to celebrate the unstoppable force that is Black womanhood. See you soon, and remember to stay unbothered.